welcome everyone. Tonight, Craig and Shanita are going to talk to us about reporting. And generally this was done at convention, but last year they started with doing this just before the year started so that it would be fresh on your mind as the year began and you were ready to do your reporting. We're hoping that the DFR training on the learning management system, your notebook, and these this reporting seminar or webinar will give you the tools you need to start the year running. We're going to continue with dialogue throughout the year. I'm going to have a newsletter that comes out on a regular basis. I'd love to share ideas. So if you have ideas, just email them to me and we can share them with the group. You'll be getting regular reports from OIF, and then we're going to have regular webinars that are going to be more dialogue oriented. And the first one is going to be sometime in November, and we're going to talk about fundraising to a more in-depth level. That seemed to be a topic of great interest when we talked last time, and we figured by November the first quarter meetings should mostly be over, so we'll be able to really share some ideas. So at this time, I'm going to introduce our Executive Director, Craig Boring, and our Director of Donor Services, Shanita Taylor. Craig?
Thank you, Jan. So you see here on the agenda, we've already marked off number one. Jan did a whelp. Jan got to carry the yeoman's amount of talking the other night, sharing a lot around the 50th anniversary, as well as having our guest speakers, the Hansen family. And so we covered a lot of ground the other night, but tonight this is more of the nuts and bolts about reporting, website tools, and things like that. So we're going to jump right in and work on this. It always is good to go back in the beginning. You guys have accepted the awesome task of being the eyes, ears, hands, feet of the Optimus International Foundation out in your districts. And we want to just remind you of that role is to serve as the liaison between the district and the foundation and promoting the programs that we do at the district level. And really we found now, you know, district attendance is not always what it can be or used to be. So, you know, to creatively look at ways to get down to the zone and the club level. Zoom has become a wonderful tool. I've been on several club calls with Zoom and have had you know, an opportunity to present the foundation a lot at different levels. One of the things we're going to cover tonight is reporting. You need to efficiently and accurately collect all the money that you do for your district and then send it accurately reported to how Shanita will tell you how to do it in a timely manner. We have some horror stories of some DFRs in the past that set on money because they're waiting for one more check to come in, and it kind of gets away from them, and all of a sudden people are calling and asking, I wrote this check in May and it's now September. Why hasn't it cleared? Well, we never got it. So usually we try to give you about 30 days to get everything in, but we don't make me call you is the bottom line, I guess. And then one of the big things is to work with your governor and your district leadership, you know, just to make sure at the meetings and events that the foundation is properly positioned, and you know that we're just not getting a few minutes here and there. Especially as we're in the age of videos, so we're going to be doing more videos to share the message. Jan's going to put together one for the first quarter so get that on the agenda with your leadership, your learning and development person. So I want to take just a couple minutes and go back and kind of break down what are the basics. You know, your role, your primary role is to raise funds and to, let's say, assist people to benevolently and graciously give to the foundation. So that is the main focus of the DFR, is to help us with unrestricted donations. The unrestricted donations are our bread and butter, they're our lifeblood. If we have too many donations coming in for restricted giving, it's all great, health and wellness, or for scholarships or for certain things, it can bog us down. We can handle the enormous task of supporting all the programs and services. Unrestricted is a primary focus of yours and ours. The basic ways, old timers, most of you have been dime a day. So dime a day is our linchpin. Over 4,000, about 4,300 members will do dime a day. And this year it is dime a day. We're keeping the vernacular dime a day, but it is the 50th anniversary edition. There will be a new form. We will have it in your starter packet. It'll be on the website. We will be emailing you some to have, but the new form is needed. So I want to reinforce that. And the new form, if we get an old form in, if it's got a $50 check attached to it, okay. But if it's got a $36.50 payment, we are going to have to go back. There is not another dime a day pin. It is the only one that is available is the $50 special edition. And then just right up the ladder, the Women's Philanthropy Council Pink Purse Pin was designed, and it's $100. The President's Club, which Jan showed, the very attractive and interesting ceramic pin, is the $250 level. Friends of Today is where our print comes in, and for those of you that are President's Club members, you will see it next week on the 30th, as it gets unveiled. Christian D. Larson is a very popular donation. We have we're approaching 800 individuals that have given an unrestricted gift in one calendar year of $1,000, and been able to get the very nice Christian D. Larson award. We also have, for the clubs, the 365 patch and the Honor, Memorial, and Veterans patch at the $100 level. There's also other things such as the benefactor awards and things like that, but these are the basics that if you're promoting, it does help us greatly in securing unrestricted funds. We also ask you to do additional fundraising. Many of you are masters at things like auctions, raffles, just collecting miscellaneous donations, having games. I'll brag on West Missouri. Dee is not on our call tonight, but they have done the Gong Show. They have done Minute to Win It and various games. And in a given Friday night, they have raised $600, $700, $800 that they earmarked for the foundation. Collections is just passing the hat, and people giving money. It is always well received. We also ask that you promote other OIF efforts, such as making clubs aware of the pass-through program, as well as the club campaign. You don't have to get real technical with them, just push them to us. But we do things for the clubs to help them with their fundraising. And both of these are great examples of things that we do, that we do not charge a fee for these. So this is provided as a service to the clubs. Also, members sometimes want to do something unique or different, and setting up a scholarship sponsorship, or setting up an endowment, or setting up a legacy gift, plan gift that will support the foundation into the future. Any of these, you just have them get a hold of myself, and I will help them with that. And then, when you're talking, we are going to ask you this coming year to help us raise awareness of the 50th anniversary. Jan and her committee has put a lot of time and effort. We're going to have the commemorative items on October 1st, 2nd. They will go on the website with a downloadable form that you can order the tie, scarf, bow tie, mask, or note card set. It'll be probably by the middle of October, you'll be able to click a button and actually order online and pay with a credit card. That is being developed, but probably won't be available. It'll be, when you look at it on the website in next week, it'll say under construction, but we'll put an announcement that it is live here in October. We are going to be having an online auction around the anniversary, our actual anniversary of February 18th. Sandy Williams, Sandy Cyphers, and myself will be meeting, and more information. So just promoting that. And also we are going to ask the districts if they would like to participate by donating an item. And then President Jan has a lot of, and her committee has put together a lot of activities and special events at the convention next year in Atlanta, and we will be doing that. So the 50th anniversary, because the commemorative items will be restricted, those do not go towards district unrestricted giving or to an individual's giving record. Same way with the auction, the online auction. Those are items purchased with a value. Those do not count towards anybody's giving totals. So that is the, to look a little deeper, really we're asking you to promote unrestricted giving. That is our lifeblood and is greatly appreciated when you guys do such an awesome job at that. I will let you know that Jan and I will be looking at, we'll be setting some district goals based on your past performance, and those will be coming out after the 1st of October. Obviously this year it's a little skewed, so we're trying to look at the numbers, and we will get those to you and then have a discussion with you on those. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Shanita, who everybody knows. She's been around for many years, and she is the backbone. She says I'm the mouthpiece of the organization, and I call her the backbone. So she's a wonderful lady, has dedicated many years to the Optimus Foundation, and does a marvelous job of keeping us as good stewards. That's very important. The board looks at these reports and looks at our investments and looks at how we're tracking things, and we want to be good stewards. So she is going to spend some time just now looking at all the responsibilities around reporting. So Shanita. Shanita.
Her, Craig, her phone may have, no, there's her phone. Wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute. She's walking into my office. Are you on mute? We're having a technical difficulty here. We may have to ad lib.
Is her number the 314?
Yeah.
It needs to be unmuted.
Okay.
She's got to somehow.
Let's see if I can unmute her.
I can't unmute her.
You can request her to unmute.
Yeah.
I did. Oh, no.
Just Jan, do *6. I think that's what unmutes it, I think.
I don't think you can unmute anyone. Zoom
No,
does not allow.
All you can do is request.
Request
But
it.
Jan, I'm going to let you talk about the roles of responsibility while I go assist Shanita.
Well, all right then. So we're looking forward to having a great start with the year. It's been a tough couple months with COVID, and we talked a little bit about that last week, I think. But it's been hard on everyone. It's been hard on us to be isolated, to not see each other. And as you know, that has really impacted the foundation. Our funding has been down around 20% over the last couple quarters. And we've still maintained, we're very proud that we've been able to maintain and support the programs that are there. But if we look at it as optimist, we have a wonderful—
I can't hear anything now. What happened?
Can the
Oh,
rest of
it's
you hear me?
Never mind.
Okay.
Yes.
If we look at the optimistic side, we have a wonderful opportunity. In 9 days, we're going to kick off our 50th anniversary year. So we have a lot of, wonderful energy to start the year off. And when you talk about, I always like to think of it in physics terms. You get that momentum going. And if we do that right from the start, just really get out there and educate. Craig was sharing the incentives and the different levels of giving. We want to let our members know that. A lot of members take pride in their contributions as that way, but we also want to educate them on what the foundation does. And this is what your money goes to. And we want our clubs to know about the grants so that we really increase participation in the grant writing.
Okay, we are back. Shanita had to come. She's going to come in here and she's going to sit in my chair and take over the controls and do the reporting. So
Okay.
I'm going to turn it over to Shanita.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Shanita.
Oh, gosh.
Technical difficulties.
Where I need to click. Okay. Oh, great. Okay. Let's see. Before I start, I want to go back over something that Craig talked about. I want to say the dime a day form that's in your binder or your manual on 31, it has been revised. The old form has $3.05 per month. The new amount is $4.17 per month, which would end up being a total of $50.04 for the year. So we are sending out new dime a day forms. So I wanted to clear that up. We're going to start off by going over how to mail and record contributions. On page 65 in your DFR training manual, I'm not sure if everybody have their manual with you, but on page 65 in your manual, you'll find a copy of the quarterly remittance form. This form should be completed and mailed along with your collection of contributions. Checks and money orders should be mailed to the P.O. box. Checks, money orders, and paperwork should be mailed to the P.O. box. Any checks and money orders mailed to the St. Louis office will cause a delay. I know over this past year, we had a problem with that. We need to make sure that the contributions are being mailed, the checks and money orders are being mailed to the P.O. box. Any paperwork containing credit card information should be mailed directly to the St. Louis office. Please try to mail your district contributions within 5 business days. There's also on the screen, there's a sample copy of the Excel spreadsheet. I plan to email an Excel spreadsheet template similar to this illustration. You may choose to use my template or make your own. There are 3 forms that's required. If a person's a new President's Club member, they'll have to fill out a President's Club form, Christian D. Larson membership, and if they want to join the WPC, which is the Women's Philanthropy Council, we'll need a form completed. For cash donations, we ask that you purchase a money order or a cashier's check for the total amount of the cash collected, list the names on the spreadsheet, and in the notes column or check column, you will need to write money order or MO. Please do not send cash through the mail. There are, let's see. Anyone donating at least $50 unrestricted will automatically count as a Dime a Day member. So you will only need Dime a Day forms for donors who want to make their contribution at a later date. If you're collecting donations at your district meeting, you don't have to fill out the Dime a Day form. It's not required. Okay, let's see, next one. Clubs wanting to receive a banner patch must complete the In Honor, In Memory of Veterans Banner Emblem request form, located on page 35 in your training manual. Banner patches are not automatically ordered if a person donates or a club donates $100. That's a question I get a lot. If a club gives $100 in honor of someone or in memory, they think that it's automatic, they will order a patch. And that's not the case.
Shanita, we
Yeah.
have a question from Melissa Cohen has a question.
Yeah, are any of these forms available online, or will they be available online so we can direct people there?
Yes, we're going to go over that in the section about website. We're going to cover that tonight. So stay tuned.
Great, thank you.
Mhm.
So also you're saying I was under that misconception too about the memory in honor or memory of, if we check that the patch would come.
Correct. You have to, if you want a banner emblem, they'll have to fill out the order form.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yes. Mhm. Okay. On page 69 in your training manual, you'll find a detailed explanation on how gifts are credited. This is something I had a lot of questions over this year. How gifts are credited. Individual gifts are credited on the individual record. Club's gifts are credited on the club record. Sometimes people think that if you make a gift, an individual makes a gift, the club also receives credit. That's not the case. At the end of the year, we use the individual gifts and the club gifts to come up with the dollar per member total. But during the year, gifts from individuals will go on the individual record, gifts from the club goes on the club record. Any miscellaneous gifts, such as raffle payments or auction payments, that goes on the district record. Individuals do not receive credit for raffle or auction payments.
Shanita, Janet Lloyd has a question.
Yes.
Shanita, I just want to verify that you said we do not need a form for the Dime a Day. I thought last week meeting, Jan said we did need a form for Dime a Day this year because it's different.
So anyone that gives $50, and this year, anyone that gives $36.50, they're automatically counted as a Dime a Day. The Dime a Day is not required in order to count as a Dime a Day member. If they give $50 next year, it's automatically going to count as a Dime a Day. That's always been the case.
Okay, so then do we have to order the pins, or are you going to come up to that?
We're going to talk about that in a second about the pins.
Okay, one other question while I have you. Last week, we also talked about combining everything on one form. So if you have someone who wants to do Dime a Day and Christian Larson, can they just have it all on one form? You check which one you want. Here's our menu of stuff. It's like, oh, well, I'm going to do a Dime a Day. Oh, well, I can do this for $250. Well, I'll just do $250 instead of getting a different form.
Yeah. I know Craig and I talked about that, and I know there's a lot of information we need on the Christian D. Lawson. We'll need space to say how they want the name on the plaque, and then where to ship the plaque, and so I don't know. We haven't really.
I know that.
We can't hear Craig.
Yeah, we can't hear Craig.
Okay.
That was, Shanita, that was my suggestion, but I was talking more about the President's Club, those basic levels. I think the Christian D. Larson would always need to be a separate form.
So I'm going to lean over here and speak. Basically, we are looking at.
But I like the idea, Bill.
Yeah, I do too.
We can't hear Craig, by the way. If he's speaking at
can't
all,
hear
we
Craig.
can't hear him.
Okay, we're kind of double teaming here. Now, can you hear me?
Craig, you need to get over by the microphone a little bit
Where is the
closer.
microphone?
Okay, we're gonna try this again.
There you
Now,
go.
okay.
Yeah.
It's a very directional mic. We are looking at that form. We have to look at the ins and outs. We just didn't want to jump into creating something that may cause more work on everybody's part. So that is it's being considered. Shanine and I are going to be discussing it with the board towards the end of the month.
Okay, thank you. I'm done now.
Okay. I guess let's go to the next page. Okay. Let's see, monthly reports. Monthly reports are emailed to the DFR's, governors, VPs, OI, and OIF board. The reports consist of the comparison report, the unrestricted scoreboard, Diamond Day report, President's Club roster, Women's Philanthropy Council report, and Childhood Cancer and Childhood Health and Wellness report. Those reports, the comparison report basically compares this, it'll compare this year to next year. The unrestricted report only shows money that's come in that was raised by the district that's unrestricted. The Diamond Day report states the number of Diamond Day members for each district. The President's Club roster states the members who have renewed, and that kind of helps you with looking at going out and talking to the members who haven't renewed. It tells you all your new President's Club members. The new President's Club members has an asterisk behind their name and they're bolded. The WPC Council report shows you the number of WPC members. The Childhood Cancer report, I have it split between childhood cancer and childhood health and wellness. So if gifts come in for restricted for childhood cancer, we'll put it in that account. And if it's for childhood health and wellness, we put it in a separate account. I will be mailing a copy of the September 30th final monthly report to everyone, along with a club and member listing and a listing of the CFRs. The club and member listing consists of the last 2 years of giving for all members who have contributed at least once since 2014. You're also going to receive the CFR report, which includes the mailing address, club name, club number, and email address for all the CFRs for your district. DFR starter kits will be mailed out this Friday. Right now, what we're planning on doing is sending out one sample plaque, one ink pen, and the ink pens it's for a $250 level, it's going to be the ink pen. The President's Club members, I think their box is going to have President's Club member on the front of it, but then there's going to be, we have some pens for people that give $250 that are not President's Club members. We're going to send one WPC, Women's Philanthropy Council pen. We're going to send one sample 50th anniversary Diamond Day pen out. And then we're going to send 25 of the top 10 accomplishments cards. Craig's going to go over our shipping process for the awards earned during the first quarter.
Okay. So
And the plaque, in case you don't remember, replaces the print for the Friends of Tomorrow. That's for the $500.
So Melissa, you have your hand up, but I'd like to go ahead and cover the starter kit and maybe it'll answer your question. If not, then you can ask your question. Okay, the starter kit, obviously the pandemic has made us have to react differently because so many meetings were canceled or went to Zoom. There weren't obviously opportunities to give awards. So we took over the award giving process and we mailed directly all the awards up until this point to the individual. So if they did a Diamond Day or they did a print or a benefactor, instead of having you guys sit on them and then try to get them out, we just took on that responsibility through September 30th. We are still a little unclear, although many districts are going to be having meetings. Let me go back. For those awards that have up through the 30th, After October 1st, so your current DFR, we are going to send the awards, the Diamond Days, the plaques, to the club foundation rep or to the, if there is no CFR, to the club secretary treasurer. So the ideal is we would ask them then to give out the the Diamond Days that we're talking about this year. Post October 1, for the first quarter, because although a lot of districts say they are having meetings, many are also saying, but we may go to Zoom. So we don't want to have a lot of supply out there and then have to go and ask for it back. So we will take on the responsibility of sending out the awards first quarter for you. You'll have a starter kit to give as samples. If you do want to have some Diamond Days, a small number, if you are going to go visit a club or a zone, please contact Shanita or I individually, or contact us and we will get you a small extra sample of those, extra supply. But right now, until we know more about how the districts are going to be operating, we're going to try to keep it at a minimum where we can get the awards to the individuals.
So I have a question.
Okay, let me go back to Melissa. You had raised your hand first. Let's
Okay.
make sure Melissa's question is answered.
Yeah, I still have a question. So what Shanita said was about the President's Club pen versus the non, like there are some people who are at 250 who are not President's Club. And I guess, so that kind of just always did confuse me about this. So no matter what level you're giving at, so if I give, let's say I give $1,000 and I'm already a Christian B. Larson, I'm not going to get another plaque then, but I'm at that level. But so what do you guys send out for that $1,000, or is it just for donating 1,000?
On the President's Club, not everybody will fill out the form the first time. Some people say, no, I don't. It's because the President's Club is actually, you're making a commitment to do an annual gift. Now,
Okay.
some people don't do it. Some people just say, I'm not going to fill out the form, but they still have earned that award. The President's Club is a very unique group that has stated, hey, I'm in this for the long run. All the unrestricted giving is cumulative. So if you send in $1,000, you're going to get all of the awards up to that point.
Okay, and that would include, so is the pen though different for a donation level versus President's Club?
Is the pen different? No.
No.
Yeah, it's the same pen then, no matter, you
It's the
didn't.
same ceramic pen, it's just in a different box.
Oh, okay, there we go. That's what you were
The
talking about.
box says President's Club, and then there's boxes that don't say President.
And if you remember, the President's Club members also get a pin, or a lapel pin, when they first join the President's Club with that commitment to renew annually. And they're invited to the event that is usually at convention that will this year be virtual on the 30th.
Was there another question?
Yes, this is actually this is Ellen Thompson. I'm probably showing up as Cheyenne Cheyenne Montero. I had to use her license to log in for a different meeting, and now I can't seem to get out from under her. So everything I zoom in on, I'm Cheyenne. And if anybody knows how to not do that anymore, please let me know. I received a bunch of course, the DFR Starter Kit last year, which had a number of Diamond Day pens in it. I think that we had a few people that did donate after we stopped doing our district meetings. So am I safe to assume that you all sent those people that made Diamond Day donations after, COVID, or do I still need to send those people their pins
Now, Ellen, do you remember we sent out an email to all of our DFRs this year, asking you option 1, option 2. Option 1 was, did you want us to go ahead and send those pins to you to present? And option 2 was, do you want us to present them for you? Do you want us to mail them for you? You were supposed to send your pins back. I don't see you as pending, so I know I think you gave me your information and we sent them out for you. Do you remember choosing? You chose option 1 or 2. I just don't have the information in front of me, but you did. We did contact you. You gave us an option, and the option you selected an option, and we took care of it for you. If you didn't mail them out, that means you chose option 2.
Okay. So I still have, you know, a handful of the pins. I need to send those back to OI.
We're going to send directions to our 1920 DFRs on how to send those back, or, you know, we'll get in touch with you about this year's pins. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. What else?
Diane, look in your chat box. I sent you a chat about your question.
There's a,
So did I.
there's a question.
She had a question about renaming herself. I answered it.
Oh, I'm like, is there a question? Okay. Award shipments, we just kind of talked about that a little bit. Hopefully by second quarter, we'll be able to send the awards out like we do normally. I will, even though if we have to send them out, we're going to send them out for first quarter. I still will send out to the DFRs a copy of the packing list so you guys will know who we sent the awards to. I'll make sure we put next to it the name of the CFR and then their phone number. If I have it, phone number, email, so you can follow up with the CFRs to ask them, you know, have they given out all the Diamond A pins, or, you know, so that way you'll know. I will try to keep you in the loop as much as possible. I'm gonna also send you updated club and member listings and the updated CFR listings, because I know those CFRs change a lot during the year. We get new forms all the time. So I will keep you guys updated on updated CFRs, and I will send you guys a packing list from first quarter, so you'll be able to see who we sent the awards to. Reimbursement form. OIF wants to help you with out-of-pocket expenses. We will reimburse you $1.50 per club or $125, whichever is larger, based on the number of clubs on October 1. On October 1st, you guys can fill this form out, send it in. We'll send you a check for $1.50 per club or $125, whichever is larger. That'll help you with your telephone calls, postage expenses, and money order expenses. And then the next one. Also, we're getting ready to send out the DFR Starter Kits. We are putting 25 of the Diamond Day forms in the packet, some President's Club forms, WPC forms. We're going to put those forms in there, but I'm also going to tell you that on page 97, there's an order form, or you can send me an email if you need more, if you feel like you need more forms. We also have the forms on the website that you can print them off. You know, printable copies. All right. Anybody have any more questions for me, or I'm going to give it back to Craig and go back to my own day.
Yeah. Craig? Where is he?
Doing this on the fly, yes.
We had a question in the chat box about providing 50-year statistics to share with their clubs. That's actually something we're working on right now. I know Craig and Shanita have been working on it. Our committee's working on it. We're pulling things together for the expo in Atlanta. But, you know, it's a good idea. These are things that perhaps we can share through some of our newsletters, or, you know, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But, you know, I mean, if there's things that would be helpful. This past year, one of the things we did as well was share talking points with our DFRs. So that might be something that would be good to have in one of the quarterly talking points to share with your membership.
Right.
So,
A couple of things on, as the monthly reports come out, I will, most month, I will send just a couple of comments on good, bad, indifferent, what's going on as far as the numbers and things like that. So we will do that. People had their hand raised.
yeah, we've got Marcy.
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 Yes. I had a question for, is it Shanita?
Shanita, yeah.
Shanita. She talked about having the forms online where we could download them and print them off. But I'm wondering, can we get fillable PDFs so that we can just fill them out there?
We're kind of auditing all the forms at the end of the year, and we're going to convert as many of them as we can to fillable forms. Not all of them are fillable forms, but we will be working on that.
Okay, thank you.
And Janet Lloyd. Oh,
That was my same question.
oh, okay.
Thank you. Great minds, Marcy.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
So this really segues into, let me go back to Shanita is going to be, she indicated she will be sending out a report and a lot of different information for you to get started. You will only receive that once we have a non-disclosure form on file. So everybody, we've sent it out once. We're going to send it out again tomorrow. And we're going to keep asking, and then we'll start hunting you down one-on-one. We need all DFRs, whether you're a DFR this year or bid one in the past, we need a new current non-disclosure form. Many of you have been great and been sending them in, but if you have not, find that email from me from the last day or two, or request.
So Zoe sent it out as well.
Yes, and Zoe, we will keep sending it out until we get 100%.
And what's really important about that is, I know no one on this call would do this, but I've seen sometimes where people would just send the report out to a large group. And those reports they're valuable information for you as the leader of your district for the foundation. I encourage you to look at them, contact people when they're near a certain level, or if they haven't re-enlisted on a certain level, contact them, use it to make decisions, but it is information that's not to be shared with everybody. It's private.
Donations are very private. Some people like sharing them with the public, but some don't. So we have to be just good stewards of that around that.
Mm-hmm.
The place to go, I just want to talk about the website. On the website is every form, first of all, we do news and updates on there. On the banners, Jan will have her print up there as well as a message. We typically, we're getting ready to put up a banner on the 1st of October around asking for board nominations. So updates and news are always on there. If somebody asks you how the foundation is financially, you can go on and find the 990, the audited financial statements, and the annual reports for the last 4, maybe 5 years. You can also find out information about our board of directors and our staff. And so that's a lot of valuable information. Every form that we have is on the website in several places. It can be on the banner. So the Diamond Day one, you click on it and it'll take you to the form. You can go under Foundation Forms, or you can go to Quick Links. So it is on there multiple times to have the forms. As I said, we're going through a review process. Once Jason Cook, our graphic arts person, gets his head above water on all the October 1 changes, and we're looking at many of the new forms being fillable. Videos, we will place videos on there. Right now there are 4 and 1 PowerPoint, and Jan's going to be adding videos quarterly on there. In addition, We are capturing more videos. Jennifer Bagwell, our social media director for the OI and OIF, does a marvelous job. We just captured one of Bonnie Jean Sherbert, the governor of South Carolina, telling her optimist story. So you'll see those and have those available. So videos and PowerPoints. DFRs, the information is on there, who the DFRs are. A lot of the forms, as far as your order forms and things like that, are also under there. As suggested last week, we are doing a fundraising idea page that will be basically ideas funneled from you. Once we have that ready to go, we're trying to get that. So when we have our DFR meeting call after all the first quarters are done, we'll have that page live, and Jan will be able to lead us in a discussion around fundraising ideas to go through the rest of the year. So the website, people call, I had a DFR call me and say, where would I find the OIF videos? And I said, go to the website and look for the tag, for the thing looks like a camera that says OIF video. And he went, I stared at this page for an hour and I didn't see it. And he admitted, he says, I had a blind spot. So everything's on there. So there's no need for you to call and say, would you send me, a dime a day form? It's on there if you just want to download it. So the website is full of information, and we ask you for suggestions. We do in your manuals, I don't know what page, under the website page, there is an evaluation form. Many, like the fundraising idea, came out of this group last week. So please do make suggestions. Tools at your disposal. The board and staff are here to help you. As you may recall, each board member, there's a board member assigned to each region. T.G. Thomas is for the West. Jim Kondrasik is for the Great Plains. Mark Katz is for Mid-America. I am for the Southwest region. Jan will be doing the Southeast region. And Terry, being new, we give her more to do. She has both the Mid-Atlantic and the Great Lakes Northeast one. They will be updating you on things via email. They also now have access to the Zoom account, and will be maybe holding some Zoom meetings, but they're at your disposal. They're also at your disposal to hop on Zoom calls with you for district or club or zone meetings. And they do have a small budget to attend some district meetings, but they cannot attend all district meetings, but you can invite them, and they will work with you on that. Shanita has said you have all the brochures, the form. You can order dime a day, you can order donor guides, you can order planned giving information, so anything you need to order. Now, if you're a district of 650 people, don't order 2,000 brochures. We will tell you no. We will ask you to be good stewards of the dollar and not overwhelm us with too many requests, but we are here to serve that. One of the things that we always put in there, you're going to get them as business cards. It's also going to be on the website, and when we get the new one, we send it out in a more letter form. And that is the top achievements, because it really does put into wording exactly what were some of the great things that we did. Right now is the one that's available is 19 and 20. The one for the current year, I got this wrong. 18-19 is now currently available. The one for Bill Meyer's year, which is 19-20, we create once the audit is done in January. So if you want to look way ahead, the one for Jan's year, the 2021 year, will be available in February of 22. So plan ahead, mark it on your calendar. Okay, that is nuts and bolts, the basics, reporting. Go to the website and find things. We are recording this, although it was a little choppy with Shanita's computer taking a time out. So, but it is recorded and you can go back and look at it. In addition, the learning management system is still live. The DFR training will be live. Actually, we're going to keep it up for several months. So you can always go back and review that if you have any questions. So, Jan, you can now open it up for.
I just wanted to remind everyone that there are DFR incentives, quarterly incentives, and they're in section 7 in your notebook. And the first one is one that everyone should easily achieve. These are the requirements. The DFR has completed learning management system, the DFR training. The DFR has made a personal donation to the foundation in the first quarter, and 50% of the clubs in your district have assigned a CFR. And those requirements must be met by December 31. And the recognition for that will be a set of the note cards, which will have our print on it, and a foundation pin. So I see a question about some of our logos. Have we made those logos available before through the website, or?
They're not on the website. Typically people just call and ask.
Okay.
We will send you the 50th anniversary logo, and we will send you the OIF logo that has been revamped. The 50th anniversary logo, Jan, correct me, is there 2 versions or 3?
Yeah, one's the blue and then this one.
Yeah, there's a blue one and this gold one. If you would like them, you can contact me and I will get them sent out to you in a however Jason can send them to you so you can utilize them.
Are there other questions? I saw somebody wondered if we would have some time for questions. We do have a few moments before we're ending, so.
I know it can be a little overwhelming, especially if you've never done it before, but the rule of thumb is if you've got it just next week or in 2 weeks, or once you get through into your first quarter, call Shanita. If you want the best answer, call Shanita. If you want an answer, call me. Your board members are also available to help you in planning how to do things, or if you have questions. But once you dive in, the DFRs that have been around a while, have done it once or more, they pretty well have the reporting down. And that first one's a little, I won't say scary, but a little, you want to make sure you get it right. And once you have that, you're off and running.
Yeah.
I have a question, Greg. What is our access on the webpage within our district? So as governor, you got to see everything. Is that the same type of access to like the clubs? I can see who members are, etc.
Yeah, our website doesn't have any information like that. Everything that's on our website is open to everybody.
No. Like when I go to,
On the leaders.
on the leaders.
Yes. You can all see your phone.
That's a really good question.
I can't hear you, Shanita.
The DFRs are supposed to receive login information, and they should have access to the Optimus leader.
Right. Yeah.
Good.
Okay. So, so right now, because I'm a past governor, I have all of that. Will that change with becoming now DFR? Is that correct? I have the same access, just a new password?
I know that you will have access. I'm not sure if it'll be the same access, but you will have access as the DFR. So
Okay.
and if you don't have access, contact me, and then I'll talk to Marcus and get your login information set up. But you should have access.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
All right,
Optimus
thanks.
leader.
And the practice recently has been that they don't change your password. So
Okay.
it should remain the same. It'll just list why you have access. You'll have access as a past governor, probably still, and access as district foundation representative.
So one of my other questions is, you know, whatever creative way we reach out to our clubs, our district, our zones, if we have the logos, can we utilize them? Do we have to have permission from you first? If I were to create some kind of activity flyer?
No, if we trust you as
Okay.
the representatives that you will use any logos that you've requested. I mean, you could go onto our website and you could copy them.
Sure.
But you know, if you want to get a more higher resolution set, so we trust you.
Okay, cool. Thanks. And one other thing, you said there was another training coming up on the 30th. Did I hear you correctly?
No, next week, if you're a President's Club member, there is a special people that are President's Club member. There's a special Zoom celebration that Jan will get to unveil all of the 50th anniversary stuff, including the print and theme for the year.
But
Yeah.
these are for the President's Club members from this past year, not coming 2021. Is that correct?
All President's Club members as of September 30th.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And then Jan wants to have a DFR town hall once most of the first quarters are completed to review successes and answer questions and give an opportunity to talk a little bit about some unique fundraising ideas.
Mhm.
Can
Any
people,
more? Oh, go
can
ahead.
people still put in for the presidents before the end of the year, correct?
Oh, we'd love you to, yes.
Well, you
Please,
never know what can happen in less than 10 days, or 8 days,
9 days.
9 days.
We will take anything and we love commas and zeros.
We'll send out a special invite to the meeting on the 30th.
If you're a new DFR,
There is a plaque that will be unveiled.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you can't see it. Never mind.
if you're a new DFR, spend some time with your current DFR and just see how you can help them and see if maybe there's some people you can encourage. They have a list of Diamond Day members and President's Club members from about 3 weeks ago. Diamond Day, and then we contacted all President's Club renewals. The renewals are the low-hanging fruit, so we hope to get close to 100% renewals. Okay.
All right.
Um,
Any other questions?
Not Jan.
Okay. I'd just like to say thank you for participating. It's been a great session again, and I'm excited to kick off our 50th in 9 days. I think we have an awesome opportunity to have a banner year. And I think if you have any questions or want some help with something, don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you.